Hi guys, and welcome to Top 5. Today we're going to be counting down my top 5 runs before the Comrades. Now remember, these are my top 5 runs, not necessarily the top 5 runs in the country. Starting us off isn't an official run, it's actually a club run. It's the Easter 100. That is 100 kilometers over 3 days. It's 48, then 32, then 20. It was such an awesome race. It was in Randburg and it is so well organized and they have the best food and the best people and it's so friendly. I absolutely loved it that it just had to make the list. Then we have Bronco Sprite. It was a 32 kilometer race. It wasn't my favorite race actually, but I did so well in it. I came second, I ran a great time, and I won a pair of shoes, so it had to make the list. Now the Phobians Deloitte Marathon is amazing. It is such a tough race up all the hills in Waterkloof Ridge. It's not for the faint of heart, but they also have great snacks and they have the boys playing bagpipes and all sorts of cool things like that along the way. There's so much support. It is so well organized. I absolutely loved it. At number 2, we have the Acacia Marathon. Reason being is this was the very first marathon I ever did, and I came third, so it has a very special place in my heart. It's also a small marathon, and I prefer the smaller races because they're not so crowded, and it's just so much nicer when they're a little bit smaller. It was also very well organized and very well run, so I absolutely loved this race as well. And at number 1, the reason it is number 1 is because I was number 1. This is the first race I ever won, the only race I've ever won, so it had to be number 1, the Linridge Mall race. It was, it was a small race and everything, but it's so special to me because I got to tick off my bucket list winning a race. That is why it takes the top spot.